NFC East predictions for the upcoming NFL season. In 4th place, we have the New York Giants going 5-12. In 3rd place, we have the Cowboys going 11-6. In 2nd place, we have the Commanders going 12-5. At number 1, we have the Philadelphia Eagles going 13-4. They just have to be the favorites.
You know what separates good players from great ones? Pressure, contract years, public expectations, and fantasy football ninjas breathing down their necks like, you better give me 15 points or I'm dropping you for a kicker. Today, we're diving into the NFL's 2025 X Factor squad, the players whose seasons will define not just their careers, but their team's futures. Whether it's proving they're elite or avoiding getting benched by week 6, these guys are living in the pressure cooker. Let's break it down team by team, scandal by scandal, and desperation by $. Number 1. The Dallas Cowboys and George Pickens. George Pickens has talent oozing out his ears. But now he's in Dallas, big lights, big pressure, and big expectations. He doesn't need to be receiver number 1 with CD Lamb around, but he does need to show up when defenses lock down the top guy. Another 1,000-yard season with clean roots and clean vibes. That's payday. If not, Cowboys fans will treat him like a Commander's mascot.
People have so much to say about you and the type of person you are. Going back to Pittsburgh, what is something that people don't know about you? What do you want people to know about you, or something that they don't know about you?
That I'm actually like a chill guy. It's like a big phase of a tornado that's not even true. I'm not a chill guy, and I just love to work.
Oh, you're a tornado on the field more so than...
I wouldn't say that. Kind of more disciplined.
Number 2, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. Baker got another bag, another team, and another chance to prove he's not just a walking Hulu commercial. But now the honeymoon phase is over. This dude's got receivers, a defense, and stability. If he can't win with this squad, he's either hosting podcasts or guest starring in insurance ads next year. For real, this is Baker's final audition as a franchise QB.
How many times have you been piss tested? Like randomly?
When we were in 2020, oddly enough, when we were really playing well with the Browns, I got tested probably 11 times that year.
It's random.
First of all, look at me.
Yeah, right.
I'm not a physical specimen.
Right.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. It's random. So were you on like a first name basis with the guy that comes in?
Yeah.
That's awkward.
That is awkward. Because
Okay.
they gotta look.
They
gotta.
watch
Do they
the
stand
whole thing.
behind you?
They're very familiar. No.
They look at
Well,
your.
some of them do, some of them don't.
Some of them look at your.
Number 3, the Seattle Seahawks, Sam Darnold and Kenneth Walker. Sam Darnold is inches away from becoming a trivia question, but guess what? Seattle gave him the starting job and a time bomb in the form of Jalen Milroe right behind him. If Sam flops, he's not just benched. He's probably done as a starter. And Kenneth Walker, he had a stellar rookie year, then dipped harder than crypto. If he can't hit holes and shake off tacklers, in year 3, the Seahawks might look elsewhere fast. This duo has to prove they can carry an offense, not carry clipboards.
How many siblings?
1.
Favorite food?
Sushi.
Favorite holiday food?
Oh, pumpkin pie.
How do you take your coffee?
Hot.
What's your pregame music?
Chill.
Guilty pleasure TV show?
The Office.
Any pet?
Dog.
Any allergies?
Bees.
Any hobbies outside of football?
Beach volleyball.
Favorite vacation spot?
Hawaii.
Number 4, the Atlanta Falcons and Kyle Pitts. Remember when this man was supposed to be the next Gronk? 4 years later, he's giving heavy tight end version of Kenny Golladay vibes. Kyle Pitts is in his contract year, and if he doesn't finally hit 1,000 yards or double-digit touchdowns, he might be on the trade block faster than you can say decoy route. He's got a real QB now with Michael Penix, so no more excuses.
All right, Kyle, this is your year, okay?
Yeah.
You've got everything working in your favor. You're 2 years removed from your injury. Yep. You've got a new quarterback, new offensive coordinator.
That too.
It's time to put it all together, all right? You ready? I pulled my hamstring.
Number 5, the Arizona Cardinals, Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. This duo right here, they have to work like franchise-defining have to. Kyler Murray is on his last lifeline in Arizona. He's shown flashes, but if he doesn't return to that 2021 form, the Cardinals are gonna move on. And Marvin Harrison Jr., he's supposed to be the guy. If he ends up with fewer yards than his dad had in 1996 again, People are gonna start whispering bust just loud enough for ESPN to run with it.
For a potential game-winning touchdown, Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray replied, "As a quarterback, you're doing your reads. Sometimes the ball goes to him, but it's not my job."
The hell you mean it's not your job?
Yeah, whose job is it?
Exactly your job. Even if the coach is screwing up and not making those calls, you still should be peeking back over there because that's the best player on your team. Now, guys, you can say what you will. When I hear that kind of stuff, I'm wondering just what kind of relationship those two have.
Number 6, Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams. The Windy City's got a new hope, and it ain't Justin Fields anymore. Caleb Williams walked into Chicago with a cape, a crown, and the pressure of reviving a franchise that's allergic to offense. He's got Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, and tight end depth that goes deeper than the Bears' playoff drought. But this isn't college. If Caleb flops, Bears fans are gonna start praying for Jay Cutler 2.0, and nobody wants that.
Chicago Bears suck. Can we get that out the way? They suck. I don't give a damn about how much they've won the last 5 games. If you spent the vast majority of the time stinking up the joint, and then all of a sudden when the season is dead and gone, suddenly you're going to tinker towards relevancy, I'm not sold. I don't give a shit what you have. If you don't have a quarterback in the National Football League, you ain't winning. Ask Atlanta. Ask the Broncos. Ask the Raiders. Ask the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Number 7, the New York Giants and Abdul Carter. Rookie linebacker Abdul Carter hasn't played a snap yet, and he's already carrying the hopes of the Giants defense. Why? Because the team needs a pass rusher that doesn't vanish for 3 quarters at a time. Carter's stepping in with Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence. He better produce. If he looked like a future star, he'll buy the GM another year. If not, the whole building might get cleaned out.
Wait, slide your uncle jersey or something. Send me something.
I can get y'all a jersey for sure.
I just want a coupon from McDonald's.
I don't think I went 11, but it is a number I got.
You got a number in mind?
Yeah, I got a number.
Does anybody have it? Because you know you might have to get off some bread if somebody got it.
You got to keep that thing going, boy.
I want something new.
00.
It's a plus Michael 11. I ain't finna do that. I did that at Penn State. We kept that lineage going. Now it's time for Abdul.
You got to go single digit, though.
No, it's a double digit.
It's a double digit?
Yeah. It's retired, though, but we'll see. I got to have some conversation.
As long as it ain't 56, you might can get it.
Number 8, the Detroit Lions. Jameson Williams. J-Mo's got the speed, the swag, and finally, the reps. After multiple weird seasons of injuries and weird usage, he finally broke out in 2024. Now he's got to prove he's not just a deep threat, but a go-to threat. The Lions need someone who can torch corners, open the field, and score from anywhere. If J-Mo regresses, Detroit's offense gets a whole lot more predictable.
So Jameson Williams has already faced a 4-game suspension for illegal game.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
it was a non-football game,
but he did it on property.
On property,
yeah.
You can't do it on property.
Yeah,
I'm always worried about people who just won't stop breaking the rules. Hey, buddy, you can't gamble at the facility. Okay, I'm going to gamble at the facility. Mm-hmm. Hey, buddy, you can't take performance-enhancing drugs. Okay, I'm going to take performance-enhancing drugs. It's like anything you tell him he can't do, he wants to do.
Yeah,
that's not good. That's not a good sign.
Good at all.
That's not a good sign early in your NFL career when they keep telling you don't do these things and you keep doing them.
Number 9, the Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Goedert and Jahan Dotson. Dallas Goedert is on a 1-year prove it or lose it tour, and Jahan Dotson, the Eagles basically bought him from Washington like he was on clearance. Philly has a stacked offense, but these two, they're fighting for crumbs and contracts. If Goedert finally gets healthy and productive, he's cashing out. If Dotson can just catch one ball that matters, he might save his career. They're not just playing for targets, they're playing to stay employed.
Yeah. You brought up A.J. Brown. Have you talked to him about the moon landing?
He doesn't believe it?
He doesn't believe it, yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's a pretty common consensus lately.
What do you think about the moon landing?
So, I don't think the live version that like people saw on TV was them on the moon. I think that was like created on Earth.
Okay.
But I think maybe we went to the moon before that. But like,
but they didn't have
they didn't have
set up
Bluetooth
there.
and stuff. So like, I don't know, satellite seems a little sketchy.
Number 10, Minnesota Vikings and J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy has the keys to the castle and zero room for error. Kirk Cousins is gone. Justin Jefferson's expecting dimes, not duck passes. And if McCarthy fumbles the bag, the Minnesota media is going to light him up like Christmas at the Mall of America. With that stacked offense, McCarthy doesn't have to be a superhero, he just can't be a super disappointment.
In a league
where every good team knows who their quarterback is, nobody knows what J.J. McCarthy is. I am a skeptic. First of all, he played for a college team known for a run game and defense. He was not asked to win games. He was asked not to lose them. What the draft people said about J.J. McCarthy coming in, his strengths, mental prep. Well, he plays with a chip on his shoulder. Weakness, modest arm strength, average escapability. Very few examples of him adjusting protections at the line.
Number 11, the Washington Commanders and Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson is the most solid running back that nobody talks about. But solid doesn't get you a new deal. Explosive does. He hit career highs last season, but with a new regime and fresh faces in the backfield, Robinson's got to take that next step. If he doesn't score double-digit touchdowns or dominate in short yardage, he might be running back number 2 by November.
Last thing for you, how much do people bring up the big hat thing?
They bring it up pretty often for me not to get enough love behind the scenes. I mean, it's definitely a big thing now, and it's like, all I ever did was...
Let's start the whole thing.
I heard they was going out of business almost at this time, and a friend of mine gave me a big hat before like my first 100-yard game, and I wore the hat like as celebration in the locker room.
Yeah.
And the big hats increased like 2,000% that next week.
Number 12, the Green Bay Packers and all of their wide receivers. Jordan Love finally looks like the ninja, but his receivers? More Butterfingers than a Halloween bucket. Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs, Dontavion Wicks, y'all got hands or hooves. Green Bay had the highest drop rate in the NFL last year. Now it's make a catch or pack your bags. New rookie Matthew Golden might take someone's job midseason. If these dudes keep letting the ball hit the turf like a Virginia slave.
So you got me warmed up. There you go. Get him going.
Number 13, the San Francisco 49ers and Jake Moody. Imagine being a kicker drafted in the 3rd round and missing 10 field goals in your 2nd season. Jake Moody's got one job, kick the ball between the sticks, but last year, he was out here making 49ers fans. Nostalgic for Robbie Gould, they brought in Greg Joseph to breathe down his neck, and Kyle Shanahan doesn't do sentimental. Moody better find his groove or he's gone before the trade deadline.
But Jake Moody, got to go. Jake Moody has to go at this point. Now, no fans, are so sensitive because we're in a day and age where everybody gets a participation trophy, and no, you don't talk bad about anybody, but you got to do your job. And at the end of the day, this team loses the game by 6 points. He misses 2 field goals in a PAT. Now, you miss 2 field goals in a PAT. I mean, this is a business where you have to execute, especially at that position, and he has not done it at a high enough tilt. And I understand he was drafted and had all this acclaim.
Number 14, the New Orleans Saints and Tyler Shuck. Tyler Shuck was built in a lab to make Saints fans go, who? But this rookie has something the Saints desperately need. A pulse at quarterback. His injury history looks like a CVS receipt. But if he can stay upright and deliver even average QB play, he's the future. If not, New Orleans is drafting another raw, toolsy guy that never pans out. This year, it's survival of the fittest, literally.
Shuck is going to be turning 26 years old early in his rookie year, but it wasn't really all his fault. He committed to play at Oregon and was the backup to Justin Herbert before finally getting his shot. Once he got his chance, he was solid, but ended up transferring to Texas Tech, where he suffered an injury in 3 straight seasons and just couldn't stay on the field. That led to him going to Louisville for his 7th college season and 3rd school. And finally, he stayed healthy and got himself in a position to be picked in the 2025 NFL Draft, likely in the 2nd or 3rd round.
Number 15, the Los Angeles Rams and Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy G's not a starter anymore. He's not even QB2. He's QB please stay healthy in case of apocalypse. But if Stafford goes down, Jimmy's up, and if he's still Jimmy check down Garoppolo, the Rams are toast. He's not fighting for MVP votes. He's fighting for relevance. This might be his last chance to prove he can still ball.
Did I call him porn star Jimmy because he decided to go out with a porn star off Melrose in LA? That's your business until you rolling out in public. You understand? You rolling out in public with a porn star. Well, you porn star Jimmy. Wouldn't it be a problem if Jimmy Garoppolo didn't get none of that? I'm just saying, I don't know about y'all, but damn, if you can't get some from somebody who gives up some for a living. That is a problem.
And last but not least, number 16, the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young. We already saw this guy get tossed into NFL chaos like it was a live grenade. Rookie year, disaster. Year 2, comeback arc unlocked. But 2025, that's Judgment Day. He's got weapons now, McMillan, Leggett, and an O-line that doesn't look like a folding table from Costco. If Bryce shows up big this season, he's Carolina's future. If he starts throwing picks like party favors, Dan Morgan's already got his draft board ready.
And they're going to try and figure out how to get you the fuck out of North Carolina. Not saying North Carolina is the place to be as far as football is concerned right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to get your name back. So no matter where you end up, whether it's North Carolina or somewhere else, they're going to be like, nah, something in that kid. I want to put the kid. But right now, that's the mentality that you have to have. Niggas shouldn't have let me back this year. Because watch what I'm about to do. Keep playing with me. Because Andy Dalton, pardon me, he ain't been winning no games neither.
These 16 players aren't just competing, they're surviving. Some are chasing extensions. Others are running from irrelevance. But all of them are entering 2025 with one shot to rewrite their legacy. Or be remembered as that guy who almost had it. Who's gonna rise? Who's getting replaced? Who's getting booed off their home field by week 7? We're about to find out. Because the NFL doesn't hand out second chances, and this year, for these guys, it's do or disappear.
Is he okay? Oh, Aaron? Yeah, he's fine. What's up with that look on his face? He looks like Josh Allen after he lost the coin toss. Oh, come on. This isn't even my division. He takes DMT now, some psychedelic thing that makes him play better. Is that legal? Probably not, but the NFL's busy with Deshaun, so. What does DMT even stand for? I think it stands for Detroit Makes Terrible. Detroit Makes Terrible what? Just Detroit Makes Terrible. That doesn't make any sense. There has to be something that comes after that. We can't just make terrible. No, you just make terrible. You do make pretty terrible. What? It stands for Daddy Makes Touchdowns. It's me. I'm Daddy. Hey, Throw Rogan, you're awake. How was your trip? It was good. I actually hallucinated so much that I saw you guys having more than 4 wins this year.
All right, my ninjas, y'all stay dangerous out there. I'm about this bitch. Peace.